Alrighty then. So I've had a few days to think about how I'm going to do this commentary, but I think the best way to do it is just to wing it and go over a few things with you guys to let you guys see things from my point of view and not just be a hater on Joker. Alright, so the big question here is, what does Joker think of the new Joker and Joker? Who is your favorite Joker? So, to go on a little bit of explanation behind Jokers, I'm only going to use 3 as reference. This is the only 3 that I'm going to use. I'm going to use Jack Nicholson, I'm going to use Heath Ledger, and I'm going to use Jared Leto, the latest installment of the Joker. So, for Jack Nicholson, he was amazing. I loved his Joker. I loved how he made the character come to life. He made it more like a joking matter than actually being like crazy and psychotic, and I don't know, he brought a more funny Joker, and for the Tim Burton films it fit perfect, and he fit the role that he needed to in order to make that movie successful and make it to where there's new Batman movies and new versions of the Joker that comes out nowadays. And for Heath Ledger, he was like the little off psychotic slash he was trying to be like a jokester in a way, but he was more of a mystery, and I don't know, he was a good Joker though. In general, he was a really good Joker. So Jared Leto, his Joker. So his Joker was like this psychotic, like love-induced rage maniac that'll do anything for Harley Quinn, you know, which was what he was supposed to do, and I feel like he fulfilled his role in that movie. A lot of people don't see it that way, but I'm gonna break some stuff down for you guys. So Jack Nicholson, he got a standalone film pretty much. It was almost a standalone film. It was him and Batman facing off throughout the whole thing. It was him and Batman back and forth. So he only had one other actor to actually really work with on screen. So yeah, it was Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton versus each other. It was just, that was all it was. And Michael Keaton played a good Batman. I'm not gonna doubt him for his Batman skills. He was a decent Batman. But I feel like Jack Nicholson stole the spotlight from that. For Heath Ledger, it was him and Christian Bale, you know, Joker versus Batman. I feel as Christian Bale wasn't a good enough Batman. I feel like he was a terrible Batman, actually. I feel like he was the worst Batman I've seen, and I can't believe they let him get 3 films out of it. I feel like they should have switched it up like they did with the Tim Burton films back in the day, but yeah, I don't think he was a good Batman, and his acting skills were not key for Batman. You know, he's a good actor and all, but I don't think he was fit to play Batman. So, with that being said, I feel as if Heath Ledger coming in here, an amazing fucking actor. You know, amazing fucking actor. He came into the scene and he stole the fucking spotlight. It was the Joker. It wasn't Batman at all. It was the Joker. That was what that movie was all about, was just him. So everybody got to build up character with him and everything like that. Like, it was fucking amazing. It was both of them versus each other. When we come to Jared Leto, on the other hand, it's not him versus Batman. So it's kind of hard to compare him with the other two when they pretty much had a lot of on-screen airtime. This Joker didn't get as much on-screen airtime, I believe. I believe that the kind of Joker that he's playing is the best out of all of them, you know, because he has to be a love-driven type of Joker and not like really going after Batman or going after another like vigilante. He is actually having to be just after Harley Quinn, and Harley Quinn is all he wants, and that's how he's gonna live his life, is just for Harley Quinn. And with all those other characters and really great actors in Suicide Squad, I feel as if we didn't get a full version of this Joker, and I feel like people are starting to hate on him because they only got snippets of him. So I feel as if that Jared Leto's Joker should have had more of a build-up. When you watch the film, it's just like almost instantly, here he is, here's the Joker, this is him, this is what he's doing. You know, there was like no little bit of backstory, there wasn't a build-up to him. I feel like they could have had so much more of a build-up. Like, they could have just like had him laughing in the background, and then like seeing Joker was here on the wall, or like weird little things showing like the Joker was actually here, leaving smiley faces on people, or something they could have did in order to build up the hype for him. But they just threw it out there and said, hey, here he is. You know, when Heath Ledger had the role of the Joker, it's in the first like 5-10 minutes. I don't remember exactly how long the clip is, but you remember that they were robbing a bank, and then he takes the mask off, he looks back, you know, he had a really good like first impression of the Joker, like, whoa, shit, like this is dope, you know what I mean? Like, you already had a good vibe to start off with. With Suicide Squad, I feel as if they did it the complete opposite. They made it have a bad vibe from the get-go, so people started hating on him already. I feel as also Jared Leto wasn't really into character in the beginning of the film. It felt like more like he got into the character towards the middle and the end. But overall, though, I think he's going to be a really good Joker. If he gets a standalone film with him and Harley Quinn or whatever, then I think that he will be the best Joker, to be honest, because a lot of people say, oh, Heath Ledger, you can't beat his performance. But if Heath Ledger was still alive and was making other films and stuff like that, people would look at him totally different and say that he wasn't the best Joker. I feel as if his death made his role a little bit better in a sense. They're like, his last role, he was the best, and his last role is just so many people building up hype just because he died. I feel as that kind of shits on anybody else that tries to put the green hair and lipstick on, you know. And if you look at the appearances on these Jokers, Jack Nicholson had the big smile on his face. So did Heath Ledger. He had the big smile on his face. But Jared Leto didn't, which I liked. I like the fact that they were bringing a different kind of Joker, because I don't like to see the same thing over and over again. I like different, and I still like the psychotic, like, what the hell is he going to do kind of thing, and what is he actually capable of. I feel like he was a really powerful Joker. Like, he had a gang of his own, like the way it should be. And not just like, oh, I'm out for myself kind of deal. He actually was passion driven to save Harley Quinn, which I really liked about the Joker. You know, I actually liked that he had something behind him driving him to do stuff, and not just like, I'm doing it because I'm crazy kind of deal. That was the only thing that really killed it for me. And with Heath Ledger's character, it just felt like, oh, I'm doing this just because I like to have fun kind of deal. Like, it was cool in a sense, but I like it more when people are passion driven. So like when he has a love for Harley Quinn, I loved that. I love the fact that he did that. Or that they did that for his character. But yeah, like I said, man, I feel as if Jared Leto gets to reprise this role and bring a standalone film with Harley Quinn, I feel like people will change their minds on how he is as the Joker. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this, of the Joker in the comment section below. But I do want to share something with you guys real quick. So with Jack Nicholson's character, this was my favorite scene, was the museum. I don't know if I'm going to show the video or if I'm going to show snippets or whatever. But that was my favorite scene with him. My favorite scene with Heath Ledger was when they're in the interrogation room. Of course, that was fucking amazing, because you got to see like the raw Joker and just the Joker in a different environment, and he wasn't in his environment, so he was enclosed and still was acting crazy as fuck and acted like he still ran the place, which I liked. That was amazing. My favorite scene for Jared Leto's character is when it's showing like the passion-driven love that he has for Harley Quinn, and he tells her like, would you die for me? And she said yeah, and then he goes, that's too simple, would you live for me? That was cool. I like how they made it different than just like, would you die for me? And she goes, yeah, I'll die for you, and then she jumps in the pit kind of thing. I like the fact that they changed that up and they made it a little bit different than it was before, which is fucking amazing. But yeah, what do you guys think of the new Joker? Let me know in the comment section, you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna end this video right now because it's almost 10 minutes long. That ad revenue though, that ad revenue, I just thought I would share this a little bit with you guys because I like the Joker. You know, that's of course where I got my name from, not because I'm in a gang or anything. I just I just like the Joker. But yeah, this is more of like a serious commentary. It's kind of weird, but yeah, hopefully I have something here pretty funny coming out. I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys don't rub your goods too much, and yeah, make sure you brush your teeth. Oral hygiene's good for oral pleasure. You don't want a stinky private part after somebody else's dirty mouth has been on it. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.